Hey guys, welcome back. All right, so Capricorns, this is going to be kind of a rapid fire storytelling. That's how it's been for each zodiac, and it's actually real fun that way. So first interpretation. Okay, you guys start out with a 10 of cups. That ain't half bad. Let's start out with some love. Let's start out with some kind of like incredible happiness. Definitely like the a desert scenario is really showing up here. Maybe two people fell in love out in the desert. I want to keep saying like Sonoma or Sonora. Now they're wearing like these beautiful serapes, so maybe also somebody has like a Latin background in their family heritage. But we start out with like just this beautiful. It's like a desert in full bloom. I love the desert. I think the desert is just magnificent. It is so beautiful. It's not just dry, it's teeming with life and, different colors and things that you wouldn't expect. And I feel like that's what this is. This is like maybe even two people found like an amazing life, an amazing love during a time of their life where others would say, oh, wow, that must have been a really tough phase of life. And it's like, actually, I have the best memories of this phase of my life. Maybe it was like, oh, I was working at this really tough job and, I barely had any money, but I loved going to work every day because that's where I met this person that I fell madly in love with. It could represent something along those lines. But we've got the Fool in the reverse, and we've got the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So as much as we have this gorgeous 10 of Cups here, it's like nothing else aligns. This isn't the right time. I didn't ask for this right now. In fact, all these other parts of my life are on like full on standstill. And it's like, yes, that's because, this could be somebody said, well, I was supposed to be moving. I can't move. I thought that, I was going to be able to get some other job. I thought all these other things were going to happen in my life. And it's like, okay, why am I having all these blockages? And it might be because it's time to invest in a relationship instead. It's weird how I almost feel like the universe said, no. If I don't give you this opportunity to not like, I think somebody's hands are like tied and they can't do something else they were planning. But in its place, the universe is like, look right here. I know that this is a difficult phase, but it's a phase for you to be blessed with some other gift. Is not a moment to move forward in maybe career stuff. Now we have Mastery of Wands. This is time for romance. This is almost like if this could also be time for good loving. It's like, well, I thought that I was going to be going to work, but I got a temporary layoff, and it's like, wow, I have a little bit more time to spend with my partner right now. And it's a chance for like some really like saucy, like spicy moments, because we have time for that right now. And then, it doesn't mean that that's just where we get lost in life, but it does look like this is a time for two lone wolves to find each other. This is a time that, even though they don't understand why seemingly other things are going wrong in life, it seems like it's meant for the lovers to find each other. It's meant for these two lone wolves, even though they may not know it. Look at all the sacred geometry. Look at the fact that like life is going to be changing, and they didn't realize this. They didn't orchestrate this. This is like, the day that you get a flat tire on your way to work, and then because you're late, then they, whatever, you wind up getting like demoted, and now you work a totally different schedule and even maybe a little bit less hours. But it turns out if you hadn't gotten demoted and gotten put on a different crappy schedule, you wouldn't have met that amazing person that you ended up working with. And now you're in love with that person. You get off at the same time, and you get to have these precious hours together where you get to know each other. And it's like, oh my God, I had no idea that everything I was blocked from or even had taken away from me gave me emotional fulfillment like I couldn't have planned this for myself. I didn't know this is the package it was going to come in. This is all, it's very surprising. It's very unexpected. And I would just say that this is not the way anyone expected things to go. We have a Nurturer of Cups in the upright, which would be like the Queen of Cups, but in this case, we see a masculine. So that could also just represent that We have like a masculine who's really attuned to their divine feminine energy, or vice versa, a feminine who's really attuned to their divine masculine energy. It could also be that in this, this could be same sex couples. This could be role reversals, doesn't matter. But I would just say that there's a lot of opportunity right now. Like if things have slowed down, if there are blockages, these blockages are to be used for like this amazing, like, um, I don't want to say like spiritual expansion, but rather like emotionally satisfying interactions. Like, I don't know in our busy daily life if we oftentimes get a chance to like move a little slower, communicate a little softer. We've got the Nine of Wands upright. This is this is a chance that maybe we've been waiting for without knowing it. This is just what we needed without knowing it. Because this is like wounded warrior. And to have a chance to take a breather, to take a break, to catch our breath, this could be such a gift. Even this little pause, this little slow down. We have liberation here. We have the Death card. We have the Six of Wands, and we got the Eight of Wands. All of this is simply allowing for us to redistribute our energy to other areas of our life that bring us satisfaction and beauty and joy, and then life is going to pick back up again. I almost feel like we're going to be more successful in other areas of life, thanks to the fact that first, like life put the brakes on everything. We didn't get the promotions. We didn't get to, do all the extra work. We didn't get to move. We didn't do any of the things that we said we were going to be doing. Instead, we got to meet maybe a terrific friend or a love, or spend time with someone we care about. That was the gift. And we didn't know how much we needed that kind of interaction. We didn't know how much that was like soul food. And then after this brief like reprieve, this chance to connect better with someone, this is like, I mean, it could be something as simple as I was, my car broke down, so I had to ride the bus instead. And it's like a 2-hour bus ride to work every day. But that's how I ended up meeting somebody that I wound up with a friend for life, where I just didn't even realize what an incredible like energetic force they were in my life, or how much I enjoyed those 2-hour bus rides. Like, instead of it being draining, it was super soothing. It was just the peace of mind I needed. And out of that, now that I have this new frame of mind, now that I have this peace of mind, I carry that with me. This is actually the Judgment card. Maybe I even made peace with other things in life that I was frustrated by, because I realized the universe gifted me something that was truly emotionally satisfying, and it gave me the things I didn't even know I needed: the companionship, the friendship, the love, the passion, or just the peace of mind, and that gentle, energy flow in my life. I feel like it's changing their entire perspective. When we get more aligned in some areas of life, what we do with that energy flow is sometimes like we're more spot on. We're able to do more, succeed. We change our view of life. We're happier. We got a bounce in our step, and that's perfect, because it's like we've been rested, revived, nourished, and fed, and now life picks back up. Here are all of these offers coming in. Because I almost feel like somebody had like an issue with a job, and then it's almost like, thanks to that issue with the job, the universe slowed us down enough for us to put something else really valuable into our lives that we didn't even know how badly we needed it. We were running low on happiness almost. And that was more important than moving ahead in a career. And the universe was like, no, 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 hold on. You won't do this for yourself, so I'm going to do it for you. That's not going to happen. You're going to be blocked from this, but let me give you something else. It's what you genuinely need, which is happiness, soul satisfaction, soul food, in the form of like connecting with another human being. And now that you've got that level of satisfaction, now that you're viewing the world through much brighter eyes, now that we're not worried about you going into burnout, now here comes, like, life is going to pick up the pace again. Now here comes those job offers. Now everything turns around. And partly it's because of our character's great attitude, and partly it's because they are ready to like, they are looking at life through different eyes. So they're going to find different career paths, different opportunities available to them, because they're not the same version of themselves anymore. Happiness makes us view the world differently, but it also makes us go after different things. If we're bummed out, are we going to say, oh, I'm sure I can go and apply for that really fabulous job that I'd love to have, but maybe I'm not qualified for, but I'd love to see if I could get my foot in the door. If we're miserable, we may not say, well, I want to go give it a shot, because it's like, whatever, I won't even have an opportunity. I'm not even going to put myself out there just to get rejected. Like, that's a negative mentality. But if we're in a place where we're like, you know what? Hey, it'll be a fun experience no matter what. Even if they tell me no, at least I can say, well, I put my name in the hat, and at least I got my opportunity to get an interview there. It's like they're going to see it with a different light no matter what the outcome is, but that happiness can be what turns the tides in somebody's favor. So all I can say is, if life has been a bit of a drag, if things have been really tough, if things have been like a desert, look for the things that are beautiful, even in the desert. Look for those things, because there are blessings all around this person. But again, we could overlook them if we don't take the time to say, okay, out of these blockages that I'm facing, I've got roadblocks in life right now. It seems like things are drying up, but are they really? Or is the universe trying to make me direct my attention over here? Like, don't look here. I'm not going to give you anything fun to look at over here, because I want your attention over here. That's kind of what the big message is on this. This was a fun one. This was probably my favorite out of all that we've had. And we've had some very intriguing ones. Virgo had a really kind of a fascinating one. But this one, I like that. Like, if the universe is saying, nope, I'm going to block you on a couple things because I need your attention directed over here, because you need this more than you need the next whatever, like the next raise at the job. What you really need is more happiness. So put your attention over here while I put the job raise on hold for a little bit. But don't get sad about it. That's coming later. But first, let's give you something else happy to look for. So it's just kind of, it's like the universe wants somebody to notice something else really fabulous. It's going to be incredibly soothing, satisfying, and the nourishment that they needed. But I feel like it's romance. So I'm going to leave this here. Thank you guys for being with me. If you do enjoy my storytelling, awesome. Thank you for giving it a thumbs up. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. As I always say, I am a storyteller. I am not a psychic. I'm not a life coach. I don't tell anybody how to live or how it's going to go. That is all up to everybody as an individual. But I do hope that you guys enjoy my art in the way I present it. Don't forget, right now, if you would like to, you can enter to win every single day. I'm doing a giveaway for my subscribers if you watch the bonus general messages. So anyway, there's a playlist for those if you want to check them out. Take care. Bye.